clock the T. Bitch, catch you. You look like a discount me on Etsy. Fuck is a layover. I ain't waiting. I get the bag and I change destination. Then it be crazy. Whew. I am not your lady. Okay, I think I got everything straight. I hope I got it all. Okay. All right, what's going on, everybody? What is up? Hi, happy Thursday, everybody. I know that I have been MIA, but where I am here today, period. Make sure that you guys are doing what you're supposed to do, your manners, as you come into the video. We do appreciate it. Okay. Got a few things I want to chit chat with you guys about, and we are gonna get into that. All right. Good morning. Well, good afternoon. It's afternoon where I'm at. It might be morning where some of you guys are. So good morning, good afternoon. Matter of fact, did I change that? Let me check and see. I thought I had changed this thing. Let me see what I did. Cause I be thinking I'd be okay. Okay, good. All right, perfect. We should be good to go. All right. Hey everybody. We are here. We are going to get into a few things today. So let us do just that on this wonderful Thursday. Don't forget, Ladies First panel will be over on Bondi Blues channel tonight. Okay, so make sure you guys come through, slide through, and check us out, period. All right, so first up, what do I want to talk about? I hope I got everything in order, okay? First things first. I would like to get into... Let's get this up on the screen, okay? All American, all right? I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with this television show. I believe it comes on the CW. They do have, I think the seasons are on Netflix. Don't quote me. I do believe that they are. There is the All American, the original, that has Taye Diggs playing in it, along with a host of other characters. And then they did this spinoff with Jeffrey Maya. Shout out to Jeffrey Maya. I took a few classes with her back in the day. But yeah, she got a spinoff to do All American Homecoming, right? Which I loved, okay? I didn't necessarily click with All American, although I watched it. Don't get me wrong, I watched it for quite a few seasons. I did. And then they spun off and they got All American Homecoming. And I was more in tune with that because I felt like it was a HBCU. I felt like I could relate and everything. I think we're about to go into season 3 where we find out which guy she's actually going to choose, because I don't think we found out who she was really going to choose in the end. You know what I'm saying? But it's been a really good show. But unfortunately, we're learning, and girl, this is such a disappointment. In my personal, we're learning that the show has now been canceled, and I do believe they're about to show season 3, and then that will be it. Like, there will not be any more seasons after that. And I should have known when something was up, because I don't think season 3 has dropped yet, but it's taken a minute for them to even confirm. I'll never forget that. It took them a minute for them to even confirm that they were going to give them a season 3. And then now they finally give them a season 3. And I guess they made the decision to say, oh, well, guess what? We're going to wrap this up too. Okay. And I feel a way about that. I feel a way about that completely, okay? I want to hop over here real quick because they are canceling the show after season 3. But y'all sat up there and y'all renewed the old one for 7 seasons, for yet another season. Now, am I tripping? Because I did fall off, y'all, so y'all get me together, okay? I see somebody said that my volume is low. Let me know if you guys can hear me better. Hopefully this is a little loud, okay? Let me know, Cassandra, if you can hear me, okay? I tried to cut it up just a piece for y'all, so I'm hoping that helped. So yeah, so I feel a way that you guys have renewed All American for its 7th season. And the reason I feel a way about that is because I could have sworn Taye Diggs was leaving the show. And now you're telling me that Taye Diggs is staying on the show. It sounds like they were saying that he was returning. I said, didn't they kill him off? Y'all killed Taye Diggs off. So did Taye Diggs, how did that work? Was Taye Diggs leaving because y'all wasn't paying him enough? And then when y'all decided to take Taye Diggs back and give him the amount of money that he wanted, y'all decided to cut all these other folks' salary and just be like, we cool on y'all. Don't nobody really watch y'all anyway, so we gonna let y'all go about y'all business. But we gonna keep all of them. No, All American should have expired when Tay Diggs' character supposedly died. Okay, that's when it. Cause I thought he had died, child. But anywho, that's when it should have been over. I thought y'all killed him off last season. Here it is, y'all bringing this motherfucker back. Okay, let it go. I feel like, I mean, All American was fresh. I feel like, I mean, at least All American Homecoming, it was really good. But All American, I mean, y'all ain't talking about shit for real. Y'all ain't talking about nothing for real. Y'all just dragging stuff out. Like, at what point would the people evolve? I don't feel like the people really evolving like that over there on All American. Like, girl, we didn't need another season. It should have ended when he supposedly died and whatever accident or whatever happened that he had going on. I just fell away. And why y'all keep snatching up the shows from us? Like, why y'all keep taking our shows, the stuff that we tuned into? Why y'all keep taking our stuff? Let's find out about that. Y'all need to bring it back. Figure out what y'all need to do. Right. If he dead, let him stay dead then. That's what I'm saying. So his ghost came back for a hot second. I don't watch it, but I read the trade. Yeah, they supposed to be bringing him back. Let me see if they're saying anything about that in this particular article. Let me hop over and see if they're giving us something over here. I feel away. Okay, boom. All American and one other series renewed at the CW. They're saying that All American has made it to the end zone, scoring a season 7 renewal at the CW. Let's see. I know Tay Diggs is supposed to be coming back though, because I did see that announcement. I'm not sure if it's over here or not, but he is supposed to be coming back. Okay, I'm not seeing it over here, but he's definitely supposed to be coming back. Meanwhile, they done canceled season 3 of All American Homecoming, which is lame. But okay, girl. So I just wanted to bring some attention to that because I was in my feelings about it once I learned that they canceled it, because that's one that I'm going to, like, that's one of the shows where when it came on, I'll be like, what today is? Oh, okay, cool. All American on. Let me go watch that. But honestly, I'll be honest, I would let a few episodes or a few weeks go by because I wanted to binge it as well. You know what I'm saying? But I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed seasons 1 and 2. I hate it. I'm so disappointed. And it's like, girl, don't know. Like, I feel like a lot of people have fallen off season 7 because it's a fucking drag. It has been a drag ever since old boy got married to didn't he get married to Jeffrey Maya, and then she because she was pregnant or whatever, they had that whole situation. It was just a drag. We got introduced to new people, new storylines, new everything. And it was just better. But anywho, I'm not going to rant no more, girl. The show was canceled after season 3. So that's just where we are. It's very unfortunate. And I hate that for us, okay? So next up, I do want to get into something else. Let's see. Next thing I want to get into is this dude right here. So I did a video the other day. I talked about this man. I believe his first name is Corey. Can't recall his last name at this time, okay? Well, Corey was in Zoom court, and y'all know that's something we get into over here. That is like a new thing that we do over here called Court is Messy, girl, because court really do be messy, where we sit and we watch real life cases, okay? Real life cases, all right? And this particular case actually ended up going very viral. In this case, this guy's license was suspended and he was not supposed to be driving, but this fool literally calls in to the Zoom court while he's driving. Are you okay? Are you okay, sir? So he called in. The judge felt the way about it, and what the judge decided to do was throw his ass in jail because he was never supposed to be driving to begin with. Okay, and now I want us to just get into his case because now I feel like there is a new twist. Okay, what we were hearing was after he was, the story went viral, the man was supposed to be locked up because he was driving on a suspended license or whatever as he was pulling into the doctor's office. It's being said that his license should have been reinstated a long time ago. That's a clerical error on the judge's and his team's behalf because he was supposed to be cool to drive 2 years ago. And then now, girl, we learning that was all lies. None of that was true. So the judge and the people is saying that, baby, you never had a license ever to drive anywhere. And that is the gag for me. So let us get into that really quickly, okay? Let's check that out. Matter of fact, let me get my headphones on real quick so we can get into it, okay? And see what they have to say about this.
New tonight, a shocking twist for the man who went viral for driving during a virtual court hearing for a suspended license.
Corey Harris showed up in person at a Washtenaw County courthouse today, hoping to set the record straight and put this entire saga behind him. Instead, we're reporting on a brand new chapter.
7 News Detroit reporter Kimberly Craig has been keeping up with the twists and turns of this one. She was in court today as it all unfolded.
Well, nothing went the way Corey Harris thought it was going to go in court today. The judge started off by slamming Corey Harris, saying he's never even had a valid driver's license. And the afternoon ended with Harris going to jail.
Baby?
The person that needed to be blamed is the person that he was staring at in the mirror. He didn't do what he should have done.
The judge came ready to set the record straight with Corey Harris, who has claimed that he thought the suspension on his driver's license was removed 2 years ago.
That court and its friend of the court did nothing wrong. His driving privileges were unsuspended in 2022. That required Mr. Harris to do something. He didn't do it.
The judge said Harris never paid his clearance fees with the court or the Secretary of State to lift the suspension. But that's not all.
He has never had a Michigan license, ever.
We asked Harris yesterday if he ever had a valid driver's license. He claimed he didn't remember. Do you ever recall having one?
I know you lying.
Having a driver's license?
I knew I had a permit. I knew that.
A driver's permit or?
I believe. I don't know. I can't say yes and I can't say no.
And that's odd because the Pittsfield Township police officer and prosecutor said during that October traffic stop, Corey Harris knew what was up.
At least twice during this traffic stop, he acknowledged to the officer that he did not have a valid license. Quote unquote, quote, actually, I don't have a valid license, close quote. The question was, are you a valid driver? Quote, I am not.
There was no error by anybody. It was a failure on the part of Mr. Harris to do certain things. Now, I grant you that sometimes that can be a complicated process, but it was certainly not anybody's fault that that didn't happen other than that wasn't paid.
Then came the unexpected.
He has a warrant for his arrest.
Corey Harris was taken into custody for what appears to be a 9-year-old bench warrant out of Allen Park.
Was I
9?
shocked? Absolutely. Did I want my client to walk in, then get escorted to the back? Absolutely not. That was not the plan.
The shocking thing about it, for a driver with a license suspended, that he didn't take care of.
It should be something that a lesson for all of us. Handle your business. At the end of the day, handle your business.
In Ann Arbor, Kimberly Craig, 7 News, Detroit.
Baby, that's messy. I am a piece of confusion. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, the judge said that you were supposed to have an unsuspended license in 2022, but then come to find out you've never even had a license in the state of Michigan. Where I am bamboozled. Like, what is going on? Thank you, Caribbean gal, for the super chat. He's a bald-headed lie, Jami. Your face is mine. Same, sis, same. What is going on? He's a fat faison liar. He is. So y'all know I went and found a longer clip for us to get into. Just a little piece. Okay, this is real long, but we're going to try and get into just a little bit because I want to hear what the judge was really saying. Can we make this louder?
Thank you. So, Your Honor, we were going to, there are several options that my client.
I want you to know, counsel, that because of certain things, the court
court, given what the court did,
Uh huh.
to investigate what my ruling was. And I will tell you that that assertion is absolutely incorrect.
So they was trying to put it off on his office, and he's saying that's wrong.
Came through to the Pittsfield Township Department of Public Safety, or to this court ultimately at the May 15th hearing. And I think it needs to be stated, I've been asked for comments, I have refrained from comments as my normal practice is. This court, with the pending case, will speak on the record. And so I am going to make sure that the record is very, very clear as to what this court knows and what this court acted on May 15th. And we can start with this, and my basis for doing it is because of what was said about what this whole process was. And that.
Hold on, y'all.
Education Council, and I know.
Hold on 1 second. I don't know if I'm gonna find another version to where we can really hear what he's saying, though. You know what I'm saying? If not, then we'll call it a day, because I know some of y'all can barely hear what the judge is actually saying. So let's see if they have another version to where we can hear what he's saying. Because, child, that is some crazy right there, sir. You done did it now. And then you done went back and got locked up again. Bitch, I'm hollering. Okay, we'll get into real quick what the New York Post has listed. Real quick, we'll check out theirs. And see, hold on. Let me scan some. Okay, this might be a little better. And then I like that it's not as long, so we'll hop back over here. Okay.
People are saying, and quite frankly, your client has made the assertion that the Pittsfield Township, as well as this court, was acting on some type of defective or faulty information, which I will tell you, counsel, caused the court, given what the court did, to investigate what my ruling was. And I will tell you that that assertion is absolutely correct.
So it sounds like what he's saying is when he had sentenced him, when he was on that Zoom call for driving, while his license was suspended, Corey and his team or whoever went back and they tried to say, oh, well, actually his license should have been reinstated a long time ago. This is actually an error of the courts. And so they decided, his courtroom decided to do further research to see if it was an issue of theirs or not. And this is where he found additional details and he's saying, this is inaccurate. The BS y'all tried to put out there about my courtroom, I'm finna get your ass together right now because it wasn't us. It was your motherfucking client. And I'm finna let this know today.
With reference to any faulty information that either came through to the Pittsfield Township Department of Public Safety or to this court ultimately at the May 15th hearing. And I think it needs to be stated, I've been asked for comments. I have refrained from comments as my normal practice is. This court with the pending case will speak on the record. And so I am going to make sure that the record is very, very clear as to what this court knows and what this court acted on May 15th. And we can start with this. And my basis for doing it is because of what was said about what this whole process was. And that an indication, counsel, and I know, counsel, you've been before me before.
Absolutely.
I know it is not coming from you, but you also know how I am.
I do.
And the thing is that if for whatever reason, the one time in my life I was wrong, I will say it and did.
Ooh.
But when I'm not wrong and when people are not to blame, then it also needs to be said. So I will try to get through this as quick as I possibly can. But I will tell you, first of all, with any reference to your client having had a license on that day, and some indication or misunderstanding as to whether or not he had a license. Let me make it very clear, based upon what the courts looked at, he has never had a Michigan license, ever.
He's done.
and has never had a license in the other 49 states and commonwealths that form up this great union. He has never had a license. In point of fact, when they suspended his license, and what people don't understand, when they suspended his license in Saginaw, they don't suspend the license. They suspend the privilege to drive in this state. Hence, for example, if he had had a Kentucky license, he would be able to drive everywhere that Kentucky would allow him to drive. He just couldn't drive in Michigan because his privileges had been restricted.
Uh-huh.
I know you know that, but that wasn't at all said. But it doesn't matter because he didn't have a license ever. There is also then, and I will, when it is necessary, come to the defense of my sister courts, and I will come to the defense of Saginaw. They got a great chief judge. The chief judge answered the question. But I will tell you, that court and its friend of the court did nothing wrong.
Now, who out there telling them lies?
His driving privileges, better stated, were unsuspended in 2022. That required Mr. Harris to do something.
Gotcha.
He didn't do it. Therefore, that friend of the court was under no obligation to send anything to the Secretary of State.
So
now, I hated that I had to look at all.
I think I'm understanding this right. So he never had a license, but he did something that revoked him from even having any type of driving privileges there. But I guess the time limit was up, so he should have been unsuspended or unrevoked or whatever from being able to drive at all. So now he can drive, meaning what it sounds like to me, he's supposed to go get his damn driver's license, right? But instead, you continue to operate a vehicle without even getting a driver's license. Girl, that's some crap, girl.
All of this, but when there's a question as to what I did, I'm going to look at everything to make sure that what I did was all in order. There's then an indication from that because that wasn't sent, there was a direct attack on Michigan's Department of Secretary of State's office, saying that the Secretary of State was somehow at fault.
Y'all blaming everybody but who y'all supposed to blame.
Secretary of State did what they were supposed to do. And in point of fact, they did nothing because they hadn't gotten anything from the court because Mr. Harris had not paid the reinstatement. This week, or the latter part of last week, once he paid that, Saginaw friend of the court did what they should do, and they sent it. Immediately, based upon the information that I have, the Secretary of State did what they do every day.
This judge said, y'all not finna lie on me, baby.
They took that suspension off of his driving record, and he was then unsuspended. And then your client did what he needed to do with reference to the Secretary of State and paid a reinstatement. Just a second, Mr. Schiller. I'm going to let everybody respond because
Thank you.
I am not done yet.
Okay.
All right.
You're covering a lot of the points for me. Thank you, Your Honor.
And so that came down to that. So the information at the time that I had, that Pittsfield Department of Public Safety had, was all correct at the time of both Pittsfield stop as well as the May 15th day. It was all correct. There was no error by anybody.
Eat them up.
It was a failure on the part of Mr. Harris to do certain things. Now, I grant you that sometimes that can be a complicated process, but it was certainly not anybody's fault that that didn't happen other than that wasn't paid. Now, here's the other thing, and
He pissed.
like maybe in church where I say I'm about finished now. But the other part of this is this stop was in October. Most of the cases that we've heard just in this last afternoon are driving while license suspended cases. That's part of my Wednesday afternoon. We go through great pains to try to get people their licenses back, which is really how it should happen. Between October And because I don't live under a rock, I actually watch things. You look very nice on TV.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, okay, Your Honor.
There was something that was said that was very disturbing to me. And I'm just going to let you know because I believe in being fair with everybody. The question was asked along the lines between October of 2023 and the point in time of the May 15th hearing, was there an attempt by Mr. Harris to correct his license? Here's the part that was disturbing for me, so that you know.
Okay.
Mr. Harris indicated that at some point he had been involved in some accident. And being involved into the accident, that he was basically bedridden or at least housebound, he could not get to the Secretary of State. That was set up there, and I'm going to presume, because I don't, my knowledge of counsel, defense counsel is, I know you don't misrepresent anything.
Right.
You never do.
Right.
Come on, Judge.
That's not true.
Okay.
He purposely stated that he could not get to the Secretary of State, which, for the way we handle things in this court, would have placed him in a whole different category. We would have tried to find a way. Let's figure it out.
Fat face on liar.
And the reason I know that is because Mr. Harris, on December 28th of 2023, do you know where you were?
Where was he?
December.
What? Watch he say he don't know, like he don't remember having a license.
23rd.
2023.
Was he locked up, Your Honor?
I know I was laid up from our
You
accident.
were at the Secretary of State's office. And you were at the Secretary of State's office because you redid and got your new Michigan ID.
Oh, not
I
a
have
license,
the
but an
date.
ID.
That's the date you did it.
Ooh, eat him up, Your
December
Honor.
28th, 2023. You did. And so that you also know, and in all fairness to counsel, because I don't know if counsel knows this or not, the way I know that he's never had a license is because May 3rd, 1990, he was 19 at the time. May 3rd, 1999, he applied for his first Michigan ID. Counsel knows, so I do. You cannot have both. You either have an ID or you have a license. One of the two.
Did he know the difference?
He has
Your Honor?
religiously every year gotten a new ID.
Thinking he getting a new damn
And so
license. I'm
he
finna
knows.
fall out.
That he doesn't have a license.
Does he know, Your Honor?
And quite frankly, I just wish he would have said that at the beginning. And all of this hoopla could have been just put all aside. And we all go through the process as we do with all of the people coming here to try to get him his license back.
Baby, that is messy. I'm questioning now if he really knew he did not have a license, and did he misunderstand? Benefit of the doubt. I'm trying to help him out, y'all. Did he think that getting an ID was equal to a license, because they are two totally different things? And maybe that, no, girl, he done went too goddamn long. That man knew what he was doing, girl. Because even if he didn't know in the beginning, he knew when he started getting them motherfucking tickets. Hello? And what he was doing with that ID, what it sounds like to me, was he was driving, got caught up driving, so they revoked his driving privilege. Okay? You can't even try to go get you a license because you've been out here operating without even having one. That's what it seems like to me. So once you pay your dues or whatever, then we'll reinstate you to be up on the board to be able to go and at least apply and sit for a driver's license test or whatever. That's what it sounded like to me. And he ain't have his ducks in a row. He been out here finessing and then gonna sit up there trying to talk about something he don't remember. You gonna remember. And let me tell you something, you're going to remember these because now social media that made this thing viral. Tell me some, I remember having permit. I don't know. I don't know. You know. You damn know. And you also knew when you took your arse down there and you tried to lie on that judge's department in his office and sit up there and say that it was inaccurate and they misdid their work, knowing the whole time that it was you. And you got this good black woman down here to the camera embarrassing her damn self as your attorney, only for her to have to break down and keep it honest and say, take care of your business. That's what this really boils down to. Now, I'm going to get paid anyway because that's just how it is. Okay, I'm going to get my check. But take care of your motherfucking business. Don't have me down here wasting my time. Okay? Handle your business, baby. Girl, that's embarrassing. He knew. You knew what the hell you was doing. You've been doing this for too long to not know. So, that's where you are, and we wish you good luck because that's terrible, honey, baby. Stop playing with these folks and go get your license. Okay? Just go get it. You know, I don't know. Maybe you feel like, I don't know. I mean, he ain't afraid to drive because there are some people that are afraid to drive at his age. There are people that don't feel the need to drive, you know, depending on the city and state you live in or whatever. More so the city, you know. But to not even have a damn license sit for the test and you were out here just driving, I just feel like that's something that a 16-year-old would do. I feel like that's something a younger person would do. When they want to flex, be around their friends, they ain't even got no driver's license. But, sir, you're giving older than me. Because they said that you was about 19 in 1999. And so you're definitely giving hella older than me, boo. Okay, it's giving pushing 50 if you ain't up there already. Is what it's kind of sounding like, just a piece. You too damn big and grown to be playing these games and playing in this judge's face like that. And he locked you up again. Is what it sounds like. He done sent you on down there. I hate this as he should have. And you should have known he was gonna lock you up because you lied on his courtroom and tried to make it seem to America that they were wrong. And knowing the whole time that it was you. And he had to dig deep to find out that you never had a license to begin with. It was an ID. So, I don't know. Maybe he was confused or something. It's hard to believe that because you're just too damn old. Okay? And I feel like you've gotten enough tickets in your life for you to know this. So, you should have did better. You knew better. Do better. Okay? So, anywho, honey, let's keep going for people that cannot seem to remember, honey. Actually, not him. Let me see. Before we get to that, it's actually someone else that I want us to talk about. Okay, give me 1 second here. Because there's somebody, before we get to Kanye, because we are going to be talking about Kanye. We are going to be talking about Kanye at some point. I want to get to someone else at this particular time, since we're over here talking about people that be over here finessing and lying. You know what I'm saying? And playing in the face of America, specifically the Georgia folks. Let me see if I could get this up for y'all. Let's see. Give me 1 second, y'all. And I am going to get this up for the people if I can. Let me see. Is this it? Oh, yes. Let's talk about Georgia's state representative, Miss Angela Moore. I would like to tap into her for just a second here. Let's go ahead and unmute that and get into her story just a piece. Now, for the people that may not know, she has been voted in to be a Georgia state representative more recently. She has been false claiming. Girl, why it sound like a game? She's been claiming to be a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. However, the national headquarters has reached out and said, listen, we ain't got no record of this lady. We don't know her. Okay, we don't know nothing about this lady. This is giving purpose to a different level. Okay. In addition to that, you know, people are saying that, you know, she has also claimed to be much, much bigger things. Okay. And the folks is now calling into question the credibility and the trustworthiness of this woman. But I don't think it's going to change a thing at this point because you guys have already voted her into office. Okay. Girl, let's just get into this woman because this is a bit comical once you hear what it is that she has to say for herself. Let's get into that. All right.
The state representative accused by many of her colleagues of, pretending to be a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated is speaking out. District 91 Rep Angela Moore says that she'll prove that she's a Delta, even though the sorority says otherwise. Oh, but there's more to talk about. Channel 2's Audrey Washington talked to the state representative who's facing other allegations.
Right. She's not only accused of faking her membership with the Delta sorority, but some of her colleagues here at the State House also told me the representative is lying about being a veteran and an OBGYN. Now Representative Angela Moore is addressing those accusations.
Girl, you took it too far.
For Deltas who were upset about the story at first, do you have any reaction for them?
I'm so sorry that we had to take you through this.
An apology
Who
from
is
State
we?
Representative Angela Moore to the women of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated.
This is not
who is
something
we?
that I wanted to.
Pause, man. Pause it, Walsy. Who is we? Because what's giving to me, and this is no disrespect to you, but an honest opinion, and it's heavy on the opinion. You got something going on up here. It's something inside of there. Okay, there is a mental situation going on in my personal for you to say we ain't take the people through a goddamn thing, but you did. Okay, that's what it's giving. That's what you did. So the fact that you're saying we shows me two things. One, you're trying to excuse yourself of accountability solely on your own. And then two, you might have it might be more than one up there. And I'm not even trying to be rude or disrespectful to the people that may go through that. But I'm just being for like how I'm digesting what it is that she's saying. That's what it sounds like to me. Okay, but let's keep going.
Go on.
Representative Moore sat down with me in an exclusive interview this week. She's accused of faking her membership with the Delta sorority. Moore says she pledged under her former married name, but then after she got divorced, she changed her name to distance herself from her ex-husband. She says that's why her current name doesn't match the Delta membership records.
I refuse to tell what my former married name was.
But last Saturday, a Delta representative told me a thorough investigation was conducted and, quote,
why would you refuse to tell what the name was if you're trying to get confirmation via the organization? It's nothing for you to go to the organization, give them your actual credentials. They look you up and say, aha, we have her here. Okay, so we'll confirm, we won't release your actual name, but we'll confirm that you are who you say that you are. These ladies up there in the national office said they have searched high, low, and in between, and they have yet to identify who the hell you are. So now the people is over here wondering if Angela Moore is your real damn name at this point, ma'am. Okay, this is what I'm just telling what the people is wondering. Okay, let's keep going. All right, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated says, we can confirm that Miss Angela Moore is not and has not ever been a member of Delta Sigma Theta. Girl.
We can confirm that Miss Angela Moore is not and has not ever been a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. But then there are the other allegations.
So let's talk about the veteran issue.
Yes.
Moore is accused of telling people she is a veteran and an OBGYN.
I am a family veteran. My family is, all of my family are veterans. I worked in OBGYN.
Wait a minute, ma'am. You're not finna get, girl. Ma'am, what the fuck is a family veteran, ma'am? Ma'am. What is am I a family veteran too? Because I had family that was in the military as well. And if we out here claiming family veterans, bitch, I want my 10 to 15% off when I go in the store, bitch. Do you hear what I'm saying? Matter of fact, y'all should make that a law. Since you over there want to be a Georgia representative, you need to try and get that in while you there. Okay, you need to try and get some type of approval. Girl, if I'm a direct sibling or grandchild of some sort or even child of, I would like to get my family veteran discount when I pull up at the motherfucking stores. Let me tell you some shit that's high. You understand? I saw a tweet the other day when they said back when you used to cook in the house to save money and now the shit don't even matter. I said, girl, you ain't never lied. It don't matter. So, ma'am, if you would please approve the family veteran discount so people can get a discount on their groceries and a piece of gas, we will really appreciate it. Okay? Because I don't know what the fuck that is. But if that's what you are, then so am I. Okay? We're both family veterans. Run me my discount today. Matter of fact, I'm going to go on Target and ask them if they give the family veteran discounts here. Because I would like to receive what Georgia Representative Angela Moore gets. That's what I want. I want that one. Give me that Angela Moore discount, please.
So you're not an OBGYN?
No, I'm not.
But you...
Let's go back.
All of my family are veterans. I worked in OBGYN.
They be saying I worked in the
you're not an OBGYN?
No, I'm not.
But you work for an OBGYN?
No, I worked in the field of OBGYN medicine.
You said you worked in OBGYN, and then now you're saying... What is she talking about? I worked in OBGYN. And then she said she worked in the field of... What the fuck? Are you a nurse? What are you talking about?
OBGYN.
No, I'm not.
But you work for an OBGYN?
No, I worked in the field of OBGYN medicine.
And finally,
So she's a pharmaceutical rep. I'm confused on her positioning here. I worked in an OBGYN is what she said. No, she said I worked in OBGYN. Then she said I worked in an OBGYN. Did she say office? Or girl, you got me confusion on your lies.
Family is all of my family are veterans. I worked in OBGYN.
So you're not an OBGYN?
No, I'm not.
But you work for an OBGYN?
No, I worked in the field of OBGYN.
In the field of OBGYN. In the field of OBGYN medicine. In the field of OBGYN medicine. Girl, I ain't never seen nothing like it in my life. I don't think I had, not to this damn degree.
and finally, there's this piece of video.
State of Georgia.
It was shot from the House
right
floor,
here.
and it appears to show Representative Moore involved in a shoving match with another House member. Moore told me that member hit her ankle.
I jumped, screamed, and I took my arm and pushed her back.
Do you believe any of these allegations in any way hinder you serving the people of District 91?
Absolutely not. Whether I'm a Greek or whether I'm a physician or whether I'm military has anything to do with me coming here to the Georgia State Capitol and conducting the people's business.
Now, Representative Moore told me she has no plans to step down. She also said that she is committed to proving that she is in fact a Delta, even though the sorority disputes that claim.
Ma'am, it's not hard to prove that, ma'am. Ma'am, we have not seen a line sister. We have not seen an organization, former president. We have not seen anyone step forward on your behalf, ma'am. It is not hard to prove this type of information. Okay? That is some wild stuff. Then you don't want to release your former married name because that's the name that you pledged under? That don't even much sound right, ma'am. It doesn't at all. It's giving heavy on the fraud. Okay? And as much as we might be on your arse about it, girl, it's a lot of them walking around that damn state capitol that's giving every bit of fraud. But to this degree, to claim OBGYN, girl, the lens people go through to say that they in an organization, that is crazy to me, y'all. I'll never forget, it was this one chick shortly after I crossed, maybe like a year or two after I crossed. I don't even know how we befriended each other on Facebook, y'all. When I tell you this girl was out there lying, saying she was a Delta. When I tell you she was literally cropping her head onto other people's bodies. God, I'll never forget that. Girl, I'll never forget that. And then she's saying that she claimed this, what she told me, something about she was claiming some school and the year she crossed. Little did she know I knew somebody from there. I reached out. It was like, that girl ain't on our line. I don't know this. I was like, I didn't think so. I figured the photos was for Photoshop. I just wanted to confirm. Girl, that shit was a mess. It's like, it don't ever have to be that serious, people. It don't. It don't have to be that serious at all. But you over here going too far with it, ma'am. Well, that is y'all, girl, I'm talking about y'all. Girl, she a piece of mine, too. Georgia State Representative. What the hell is really going on? But she ain't in my district. She not in my district. This somebody else's district. Okay? Girl, that is some wild stuff. Girl, that is crazy as hell to me. That's just like that man saying that he don't remember whether he got a license or not. I guess she don't remember whether or not she crossed or not. Girl, that's crazy. Well, the people are busting you the hell out. Now, they said she ran against the Delta for this same position, and she won over that Delta. And let me tell you something. I feel like they should snatch their position from up under her, just to be honest. In my personal. She said she ain't finna step down, though. But I feel like they should snatch the position, because, like, I just feel like you likely got some votes off of false pretenses, okay? They have a lot of pictures of her attending different Delta events with her Delta gear on and stuff, acting like she's a member and all of that. Like, girl, it's just crazy because people can finesse very easily. You know what I'm saying? They can finesse very easily. And she's been perping it for a minute. I'm talking about for years. And it took her to run for office, to win office, for y'all to finally call a thing a thing. Girl, that is something messy. That's nasty. Girl, that's some nasty work right there. And they did. You could talk about you a family veteran, girl. That is some nasty work, ma'am. Okay? But that's all we got for Miss Girl. So, good luck. Okay? Let her do her thizzle for rizzle. Wow. We are not done, okay? We are getting to the news of it all before we get into some of the gossip chat of it all. Okay, we have over 400 people in the chat, so thank you guys so much for being here. Make sure you're coming in and liking up the video. All right, y'all. I want to get into this story that I'm not 100% familiar with. I did see some headlines about it, and it's regarding this crossing guard out there in Delaware. And it seems like she was giving illegal substances to a few of the students, which is crazy work to me. Okay, so let us get into her. All right.
A crossing guard in Delaware County has been arrested. 26-year-old Kiara Lee is charged with giving marijuana and e-cigarettes.
Girl, she looked like she bought a damn child herself.
To young students at Penwood Middle School. It is Wednesday night. Shari's off. Sarah Bloomquist is joining us. And the big story in Action News is the arrest of that crossing guard in Darby, Delaware County.
Authorities say along with giving kids marijuana, she was also contacting at least one student via text messages.
Action News reporter John Paul live in media tonight with the full story. John.
Yeah, Rick, Sarah, we talked to the Delaware District Attorney today, the Delaware County District Attorney here today, and he outlined all of those charges. We also know that crossing guard worked at a rec center with kids near the police department, and tonight police say that she gave drugs to a 14-year-old girl.
Oh, my.
Our cameras were there last night as police led 26-year-old Kiara Lee to a waiting van, her feet shackled. She faces a list of charges, including possession of drugs and corruption of minors. Investigators say she used her position as a crossing guard at an intersection near Penwood's Middle School to get close to kids and gave at least one child edible marijuana.
She's supposed.
This is terrible. And she probably blended in with them young kids as well. And I would like to know exactly. I don't think I heard it in here as I was listening, but I'm wondering, how did she really get caught? Did students' parent or somebody see them with it? Did somebody else overlook and saw the transaction and decided to call? I'm wondering exactly how she got caught. Maybe they saw the text messages, because they did say that it was some text messages and stuff. So maybe they saw that, and that's how they got to her. But that is crazy, because girl, these people will really hide out in these schools and around the schools and stuff, and be on here on some other SHI when it comes to these kids. You know, I really hate that. But, ma'am, it's no disrespect to you at all. But seeing the thinness of your hair, you have other things to worry about than supplying these children with electronic cigarettes and, you know, Mary Jane and things of that nature. You have other things to focus on.
To be, as you said, a crossing guard protecting children. Instead, she's using that position to get to know children and then sharing harmful products.
The Delaware County District Attorney says they are looking to see if more kids got drugs from Lee. In the affidavit obtained by Action News, at least 4 kids were interviewed by police.
You can imagine a child who's taken edible marijuana and is sitting in a classroom is not exactly paying attention, becoming an A student.
According to investigators, Lee gave a vape to the child as well, and even texted with her about her experience after taking marijuana. We know that Lee also worked at a rec center nearby and was known in the community.
I do know exactly who you're talking about, and I always see her on that side of McDade and Summit.
We talked to one mom picking her son up from Penwood Middle School today. she was surprised by what the crossing guard was accused of doing.
My reaction to it is another reason why I'm scared for my son to go here, and I'm glad that he graduated.
I know that's real. I know that's real.
We're back out here live now. Police are looking into this, especially since that she had so much access to children, having worked at that nearby rec center. So, Sarah, tonight they're asking parents to call them if they might have any information about other victims who may be out there. We're live tonight in media. John Paul, Channel 6 Action News. Sarah?
Girl, that's some trifling SHI, you raggedy heifer. You raggedy. I'm so glad you got caught. Because I feel like if you're exposing these kids to this, ain't no telling what else you over there exposing to these kids. And you 26 years old. Girl, Kiara Lee is 26 years old. You thought you was one of them kids, huh? You couldn't get away from high school, huh? Down there at the middle school. They done with you. And let me tell you, girl, times is hard. I saw a guy make a post about how he was laid off in June 1st of 2023. And he has been keeping a record of all of the jobs he has applied for. And he has applied to over 400 jobs in the course of a whole year. Some people have applied for more. But basically, that's to say that folks is not hiring like that. And you violate your good job by sitting over there selling stuff to the kids. Girl, you are so stupid. You are so dumb. You are so dumb. What they said, she's stationed at the intersection. I don't know where that intersection is, but she will be providing the students with vapes. The student added that they had been with another student on 3 separate occasions where the crossing guard provided the student. God, dog. A second student witnessed also attested to seeing Lee providing vapes to the students and stated that she had seen the student in possession of some Mary Jane. You know, you're going to get some type of a charge when it comes to kids. And I hope that you don't have any already yourself, because you probably ain't going to be able to be around your own kids. See how you just made it hard for yourself? And a lot of people don't understand that the decisions that you make affects not just yourself, but it affects like your family, a lot of people around you. And you know, another thing that I think about is if you're so willing to convince these children or sell these items to these kids as far as Mary Jane and vapes and whatever else, it leads me to question what other influence could you have on kids? Follow me when it comes to the ST or even heavy on just traffic in general. Okay. I'm glad they got you up off the street. Because after you gain these kids' trust with selling them certain items, ain't no telling what else you would have tried to convince them of doing at a later time. You know? So she's received 2 counts of corporate corruption of minors and 2 counts of possession of MJ, among other charges. I wonder if some of them other charges involved, you know, child endangerment of some sort. They said she was unable to post her $20,000. But so you was unable to post a $20,000 bail? But you can sit out here and sell the coin to the kids. Not you out here selling it to them on more than one occasion. I'm sure the kids were not your only clients. And you ain't even got just $2,000 to show for it. Okay, if your bail was at $20,000. That's what I'm not sure. If your bail was at $20,000 and you paid, what, 10% of that is what, like $2,000? So I don't know. Maybe they put it at $200,000 or something and you got to pay $20,000. I'm not sure, but girl, this is what you get either way. Good luck. Okay, she got a hearing coming up, so I'm sure we're going to find out more about what happened with this case. And then now she want to look up here like she want to cry. Girl, don't cry now. Don't cry now. Have your guard up when they get to crossing your ass while you over there locked up. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. All right. What else do I want to sit up here and get into? Let's get into a piece of Diddy. Let's get into a piece of Diddy. All right. For the people that are not aware, you know, Diddy has been dealing with a series of lawsuits back to back. There have been a lot of black people, specifically black women with one black male coming out to speak against Diddy. More recently, I do believe that there have been at least 2 white women that have come out to speak against him. And I guess he felt like because it was some NIGGAs, he didn't have to sell off all of his shares. He just like stepped down or whatever. Now you got these white clear people coming out okay? And they're giving their statements and wanting to sue and stuff. Now all of a sudden you like, just have it. Just take all the shit from me. Okay, because I'm finna go down. Okay, you done got these whites that came out. Now they don't take the black ones serious. They gonna take these motherfuckers serious. So go ahead and get what you need to get the hell up out of me. Okay, and that's what it is giving. Okay, now I am not disappointed at the fact that majority stake in Revolt has been given to the employees. I like the way they spread that out. Let these people have a stake in there. Okay, let them get a good coin, a good bit of that money. Now, it sounds good, like, oh, they got a big stake. But if somebody were to buy Revolt, one, I wonder how much of a benefit would the employees receive is one. But then also, has the value of it decreased more, knowing that this company was at one point tied to Diddy? Are they going to have to rebrand or something like that if they want to sell the company to somebody else? I'm just wondering how and what does that look like? I think because it belonged to Diddy at some point, I feel like they would definitely be lowballed when it comes to the selling of that company, on top of the fact that it was black owned and majority of the employees there are black. So I can see them wanting to like get a quick finesse when it comes to that. But let's get into this article here. They're saying Revolt has announced a new ownership structure after its founder, Sean Diddy Combs, stepped aside as chairman of the television and media company. Current employees will become the largest shareholder group of Revolt, as Combs' shares of the company have been fully redeemed and retired. Now, remember, they were saying something like he sold a portion of it off, but we didn't know who who got it. I don't think it was really clear about who got it. Now I'm thinking that he ain't sell shit off. That's just what they were saying. Okay, but when these good white women that came out to the front, I feel like he was a silent partner, silent owner, whatever you want to call it. It was given silent. Now this lady done came to the front and said something. Now he trying to get rid of all of it. But some part of me feels like this is still like a scheme that they set up to come to us. I don't know why. I'm just not fully believing that he has not and will not benefit from it moving forward. I would not be surprised if his sons are listed as employees of said company to receive some sort of benefit. Now, I do recall back when the house was being raided, people were alleging that one of his homes was in his daughter's name. Maybe if I go back and think about him selling off some of his shares, maybe he put it in one of his kids' names or something. But I do believe Diddy is receiving some type of kickback when it comes to Revolt by way of someone else. I do. I don't believe, just kind of like with Jeff Bezos. Remember, he was supposed to be stepping down as CEO or whatever the case was, but still had a hand in the business because something happened. I think it had went really viral or whatever, and then Jeff stepped down, but still got a heavy involvement. I don't know. I do question, what's really going on. But they're saying that it's been fully redeemed and he, and retired. They're saying this is something that we've been looking to do, waiting to do, believing that the people who give this company their blood, sweat, and tears should have some sort of upside opportunity if and when we win. Okay, all of the data suggests that the companies that have incentive pools for their employees outperform the rest. They perform better financially, they perform better with company morale and culture, and they perform better as it relates to retention. I don't know how true that is. I would love to know which companies actually perform better because y'all giving people more stake in the damn company. How does that work? If you got a terrible ass company, it don't matter how much stake people got, because when they leave, they probably still gonna have that stake in the company. They ain't cashed out now, they just left. So how does that work? Okay. I guess y'all learned me something. They said employee participation will be allocated over the coming months as Revolt promises staff members a detailed breakdown of the process. The change in ownership comes after various reports of big money investors seeking to buy Combs' stake in the company, including Essence Ventures CEO Richie Lou Dennis. Okay. They're saying the company, of which about 80% of the staff are people of color, will remain black-owned under the new structure. Hey, I say go for it. I'm here for the people getting their coin. I'm here for y'all giving most of it to the employees. I just hope that it was evenly spread out. And should anybody come in and buy that company up, I hope that they really see a strong benefit from this. I don't know. I feel like it is tainted a bit, but that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But that's what's going on with Diddy, child. He got some more lawsuits that I'm not finna get into at this moment. Just know the pile up is happening. And he's out of here. He's out of here. And I don't want to see no more arrogance or nothing like that coming from that little Christian baby. Because Christian baby, I feel like you can't tell Christian nothing. You can't tell. He just one annoying kid. Out of all of Diddy's kids, he's the most annoying one. You feel what I'm saying? But your dad, unfortunately, and I'm not wishing this on nobody, but, you know, his actions brought it on himself. Your dad, unfortunately, is going down. So now what? You still want to be like your dad? Anywho, good luck. Let's keep going, okay? Let's get into, I think this is who? Kanye West. Let's talk about Mr. Kanye West, honey, because he, too, has a lawsuit. And actually, with this lawsuit, I believe they said that he has responded to this person that filed this lawsuit. And I only read the headlines. I wasn't sure of all of the details when it comes to it. So we're about to get into it now, okay? They're saying Kanye West accuses former assistant of coercion. Oh, with the big S, okay? Blackmail after harassment lawsuit. Oh, wow. Kanye West says he'll countersue his former assistant after she accused him of harassment with the big S. In a new statement to Rolling Stone Tuesday, they're saying that Kanye's legal representative called Lauren Piscotta, her accusations, they're saying that they're baseless and accused her of engaging in blackmail and extortion after he rejected her advances. Oh, this is quite interesting here. Because I ain't going to lie, y'all. When I first saw that headline, I was like, I believe it. No, I'm putting that past it. But when I hear this blackmail and extortion angle coming from Kanye, I don't know, because anything is possible at this point. I don't know. I'm just going to have to wait and see. They're saying she was terminated for being unqualified, demanding unreasonable sums of money, including a $4 million annual salary, and numerous documented incidents of her lascivious, unhinged conduct. So do y'all have this on record to prove what y'all saying? They're saying that she was also accused of offering Kanye a piece of that on his birthday and sending him unsolicited nude images. If y'all are saying this woman did all of this, y'all have got to have proof, too, for you to talk about countersuing her. They said it is well documented how she consistently used sexual coercion in an attempt to demand not only money, but material items like a Birkin bag, a Lamborghini, some plastic surgery. She did all of that. She used this. She tried to sexually coerce him in an attempt to demand money and material. That line doesn't sound right. Because it's making me think, did they cross the line or did they not cross the line? Because it sounded like they crossed the line and then she used what she did or whatever. It sounded like they crossed the line, and after crossing the line, she wanted a Birkin, a Lamborghini, and some plastic surgery. So did he cross it or did he not cross it, or was she over there black? Like what? Because it seemed like some things went down. Now, I don't know if it was willingly or not willingly, but she's only accusing him of harassment from what it looks like. I don't think she's accusing him of actually violating her like that. But the way they worded that portion got me questioning that. They're saying the statement further alleged that after West rejected her advances, that Lauren set a blackmail demand of $60 million. The legal rep claimed her new allegations were fabricated to gain media attention. Girl, let me find out her attorney is Tyrone Blackburn. Let's keep going. They're saying that Lauren accused West of in front of her and sending her videos of himself having SES with him. Listen, I don't think I'm wrong if I say I believe that. I'm not accusing him of anything. I'm just saying the possibility, I could see a possibility of that. That's all that I'm saying. But I'm not saying he did it like she's saying that's what he did. Now they're saying Lauren did not immediately respond to Rolling Stone's request for a comment. On Tuesday, she shared a message on her Instagram that says your soul becomes aligned with freedom when you allow others the liberty to dislike you, judge you, and disagree with you. Girl, what is my soul aligned? Because them hoes do that on a regular. Let's keep going. All right. So then she says in November 2022, Rolling Stone reported that Yeezy's, that former employee of Yeezy's, claimed that Kanye showed them inappropriate photos of his then wife, Kim. West has referred to a full-on pee addiction that destroyed my family and to SEX as a design inspiration. Oh, my. Now, this is what, wait a minute. So, November 2022, Rolling Stone reported that former Yeezy employees claimed that Kanye showed them inappropriate photos now of his then wife, Miss Kim Kardashian. Now, in the past, they said Kanye West has referred to full-on pee addiction. And he said that's something that destroyed his family. Wow. And y'all see why I believe that he did do that in front of this girl, sending her videos of himself. Anything is possible. But I don't know, because they accusing her of some rough stuff too. So if he's saying that she was soliciting or sending unsolicited nudes and stuff like that, they both could be in some trouble. I don't know. We're going to see if she walked back this lawsuit, considering the fact that he plans on countersuing him. So if she walks back this lawsuit, then we know, in my opinion, I would think that some of what he's saying is actual factual. But I feel like some of what she's saying is true too, child. This is messy as hell. Not Kanye is a little touched, so I believe he did most of the stuff, not all of it. Gotcha. Listen, we see each other. And then Kanye say he wants to start a corn company. He did. He did say he wanted to start that corn company. Sure did. Miss Green, Kim got a whole tape out there. Yep. And that's why I feel like if he did show it, that's the reason why he felt comfortable showing it. Because she got everybody that already seen all of her. So what's anything for me to show it now? That's what I'm thinking. He probably felt comfortable doing that. Shaking my head. But that's what's going on, Kanye, honey. Hopefully don't nobody else drop another suit out there on him. We're going to have to wait and see, okay? Now, what is also interesting in the people is they sick about it, all right? The Dream, he's facing a lawsuit himself, all right? They're saying producer, singer, The Dream, accused of rape and battery in lawsuit filed by former protege. Ooh, child. This is wild. Girl, 2024 been so damn exhausting. Like, she has been on these people's neck. I tell you. Wow. Her name is Shanaz. I hope I'm saying that right. She performed under the name Shani Monroe. She filed a lawsuit on Tuesday in California, alleging that the hitmaker lured her into an abusive and violent relationship while promising to help launch her career as an artist. That's interesting. The Dream's behavior, which allegedly went on for about a year after meeting him in 2015, still affects her and has hindered her attempts to having a career. Choosing to speak about the trauma I survived has been one of the most difficult decisions of my life. But ultimately, what Dream did to me made it impossible to live the life I envisioned for myself and pursue my goals as a singer and songwriter. Ultimately, my silence has become too painful, and I realized that I need to tell my story to heal. I hope that doing so will also help others and prevent future horrific abuse. Terrius Adamu Ya Jestelede. I'm not finna try and mess this man's name up. I'm not. Listen, that's a long name, Mr. Dream. He did not immediately respond, but I think he did eventually respond, though. I think he did. What else are they saying? They're saying that this woman said in the suit that at the time she met him, he was a producer for Beyonce as well as Rihanna. And other artists. She was 23 and working in the U.S. on an international visa. They're saying it alleges that an associate of the Dream reached out to her via social media, and after sending them samples of her work, she was invited to join the producer in Atlanta. She flew out to meet him in January of 2015. I feel like a lot of powerful people have done this. So, sorry, I don't put nothing past him. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't. I feel like a lot of powerful people, especially in the music industry, have, preyed on folks. I feel like that's really been the theme of Love and Hip Hop. And I know that's just a reality show, but I feel like we got a glimpse into what it really is like. And we would hear it a lot. Like, look at how Stevie J used Jocelyn, making it seem like he was really trying to work on, you know what I'm saying? Just different people on the show have done this. And I feel like these were storylines, but also I feel like this is what was happening in the industry as well, I think this is what they be doing. So I'm putting that past it. What else are they saying? During one incident cited in the suit, the producer allegedly locked her in a dark room while they were at a recording studio and violently did the do with her before leaving her alone for hours. He later returned to again do it with her and demand that she tell him that she loved him. That's horrible. This girl says she tried to convince herself that it was consensual. Do you know, I feel like a lot of people go through that. I feel like a lot of women that have been kind of forced into a situation, maybe not gunpoint, maybe not like other folks have been, and probably convinced themselves if it was consensual. I saw something on, I think it could have been Twitter, on social media somewhere, where a person was asking whether or not I can't remember exactly the details, but I recall them saying that they didn't know if they were SA'd or not because of how the situation went down. Like, they didn't know if it was consensual or what, It was just really awkward, and people had to get in the comments and tell them, like, nah, baby, you was SA'd. At the end of the day, even if you went with it initially and then you changed your mind, at the end of the day, they should have got up off you or whatever. Like, it was something like that. But, I hate that for her. I think a lot of people can relate to that. They're saying the Dream also controlled her stay in the U.S., tracking her location, calling and texting to find out where she was, and keeping the key to her hotel room so that he could enter whenever he pleased with no notice. So here's my question. During 2015, was he with Nivea or was he with Christina Milian at the same time? And aren't they divorced? Like, Christina Milian not even with him no more. I thought they had a pretty bad breakup as well. Am I wrong? I probably should have looked it up, but I will later. I could have sworn they didn't have that great of a breakup either. Wasn't she like struggling with like child support and different stuff when it came to him? I don't think they had the best of a relationship. So I'll put this. 2011, Christina Milian says marriage with the Dream was hell. Now, this is what Rolling Stone is saying. Sometimes Rolling Stone don't get it right, but they may have it right this time around. Let me see if I could pull this up. That's messy. Is it gone? I don't know if it's going to send or not. All right, I might have to pull that up. Let me over here, and then I'll pull it up so that we can see what they talking about, too, because that's crazy. Christina Milian. She said the marriage to this man was hell, and if she mentions anything about this man being a piece of controlling, listen, I believe it. I believe it. Okay. I just want to see what she said a little bit. I thought they had some friction and stuff over there. Their marriage, okay? She said that it was hell. Singer says she feels better after messy divorce, okay? I've been to hell and back, but I survived. She tells the February issue of Latina of their messy split, which went public in July when the producer was photographed nuzzling his assistant in the Caribbean. So who was the assistant? When was this written? In 2011? Okay, so they had already divorced by the time he went and got with this other girl. Although he filed for a divorce in February, she insisted they continue to have marital relations. Days before she gave birth to their daughter. I tried to be someone I wasn't because I wanted my marriage to work, she tells the magazine. But ultimately, it's not working. It's not working. As for the cheating scandal, she admits, I didn't know anything, but looking back, my gut was telling me something was off, but I thought I could fix it. Wow. Oh, it takes you to the whole website. Oh, my. Okay. I'm going to have to dive deeper into that. What else are they letting us know about this woman? All right, they said it goes on to say that the producer forced her to drink excessive amounts of alcohol, recorded an encounter, and threatened to share it with others, physically harmed her. During one incident, he allegedly choked her to the point that she believes she might have lost consciousness at one point. While at a movie theater, the producer forced her to have with him while another man watched them. That same night, he allegedly AR'd her in the back of a van. How much sex do you need? And I don't even think it was really about the sex as it was much about the control. Sad. They're saying that she was eventually signed to Contra Paris LLC in 2015, the Dreams record label, and the producer arranged for a distribution deal with Epic Records. The suit alleges that Contra facilitated his behavior, and she had raised concerns to an executive with Epic, but she was told to figure out a way to work with the Dream again. I could see that, because they all about dollar signs. I don't think they care too much about your safety or anything. And then I feel like the industry is primarily run by a lot of men. So what the hell do they care for real? Oh, she was dropped by the label in 2016. I bet she probably really stayed with the Dream at that point. She probably felt indebted to him in some sort. And because when he got introduced to her in 2015, by the very next year she got dropped, he probably was her safety net of some sort. It looks like her attorney said yet another horrific example of how men in the industry use their power and influence to manipulate and harm others. What else? They're saying Dream, like Sean Combs did with Cassie, used his standing as a prominent recording artist and producer to subject her to physical, psychological, and sexual abuse. That's crazy. While she will never fully recover from what he and those who supported him did to her, her willingness to speak out now is evidence of her extraordinary strength. Baby, you in for a long one. You better hope nobody else come out and speak against you, sir. Because Christina already said that marriage was hell. Now, what it consisted of? IDK. IDK, what all you put that lady through. But this is what's going on with him. Girl, it makes you sit back and be like, who's next? Who's the next on the list? Girl, they taking everybody down. It's a lot. And when I tell you the way Beyonce finna distance herself from you, you ain't got to worry about Rihanna because she ain't been dropping no music no damn way, okay? Rihanna been over there dropping everything but music, and I'm not mad at Rihanna. You feel what I'm saying, girl? Drop your hairline, bitch. Okay? Drop your make because, okay, you got other incomes in your thing. I mean, you have given us plenty, okay? And when you want to pop out and do a little something, you can. Use a mother. Do your thing, girl. But, the way Beyonce finna start working with you, bitch, you better come up with a whole nother name aside from the Dream if you think you finna get any writing credits on her next project. You're done. You're done. Beyonce not gonna want to be associated with that kind of stuff right there. Okay, but we gonna see y'all either way. Good luck. All right. Let's see what else do we have over here. Somebody else that's been caught up with the damn law. Who is it? Sean Kingston. Sean Kingston's ex. Let's get into him because it looked like he done got out on bond, child. They're saying singer Sean Kingston's bonds out of jail after being charged with fraud. You know, when I see this, it just makes me see how a lot of these celebrities that we may think got it like that, they really ain't got it like that, child. They out here living just like regular folks, just different status. Even if they have millions of dollars, I feel like their bills are just as high. So their bills are probably no different than a person that may make $50,000 a year or whatever, $60,000 a year, and they probably got some high bills. It probably ain't no different. Okay? They probably can afford a bigger house or whatever like that. But, girl, just about how much you left with at the end of the month, they might be closer to that 200. They might be in that same range. Ain't no telling. But they're saying that Sean Kingston has bonded out of jail 2 days after being extradited to South Florida. They're saying that Kingston is charged with numerous fraud and theft charges, including being accused of committing over $1 million worth of fraud. Now, the people is saying that his mama was arrested too. And his mama has been caught up in this stuff too. And they saying that his mama is not new to this. She is true to this. And the people is alleging that he knew where to get it from because he got it from her. Okay, so I don't know, girl. There's just the people trying to say it's a whole house of criminals. I don't know what they got going on down there. Okay, but when I tell you so many people are engaged with what's happening with Sean Kingston, and I'm super surprised because I'm like, girl, when the last time he really gave y'all a hit? When's the last time he's really been that high up on the list of, you know, gossip, entertainment news or whatever? So. But everybody's just so like, oh my God, Sean Kingston, can you believe this? I mean, girl, I guess. I'm putting that past him. He said, it's great to be home. A special thanks to God, my family, my friends, and my legal team. And I cannot forget my amazing fans. Thank you all for your support. Baby, go ahead on. They're saying that Kingston and his mama stole $500,000 in jewelry for a Cadillac Escalade and other loans from banks. They also stole nearly $100,000 from the maker of the customized beds and a $150,000 entertainment system. Damn, y'all done stole everything. During the raid of his Southwest Ranches rented home, they're saying his mom was arrested in connection to the fraud case back in 2006. She was charged in another fraud case where she served 1 year and 6 months in prison. Kingston was brought back to South Florida after he was arrested in California following his performance at a concert. He is expected to appear in court later on this month. Him and his mama is out there running amok as they are out on bond. And let me show y'all, because TMZ has indeed caught Sean Kingston out and about today, or at least the other day. So they said he has resurfaced from the jail, and they just wanted the people to check it out for a second. Okay, it looks like Safari has decided to visit the mama. Sean, they finna tell you up on Twitter about these legs, baby. Let's see. You got Safari out there connecting himself with alleged frauds. But let Erica Mena tell it, give her 2 minutes, and she going to be online telling everybody how much of a fraud he was because he did not stay with her and the motherfucking kids. So y'all give her some time. She's going to insert herself into this situation in just a second because she needs everybody to know how much of a fraud Safari is, even though she continued to fuck on him even after she left him. All right, so y'all give her some time. She'll be out there in just a second, but he's over there at the house hanging out. Safari, was it you that came to their aid and put this $100K down so they can get the hell up out of there? Was that you? And Safari, these abs under this shirt ain't giving the same abs that you be trying to give online. Just a little bit in the pouch area, but that ain't none of my business because I support bodies, regardless of what they look like. But anywho, girl, that's what's going on. Okay. The Turners have been let loose, and they are at home, and we'll see whether or not they're going to take anything else. Okay, so that's all we got on Sean. So good luck. Okay, let's keep going. Let's move along. All right, next up, I want to talk about this particular situation here, where Louisiana has made a very crucial decision to pass a bill that I am not in disagreement with, okay? Not at all. They're saying that they approved a bill to castrate CSOs. Okay, so if you violate a child, okay? You will be castrated. I'm so here for this. I'm just here for this. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the super chat. Amani says, have you seen the mama's mug shot? Yes, I have. It's giving very bad on the mug shot. Let me hop back over. Okay, it's giving very bad on the mug shot. She makes me think of somebody from Martin, and it's no disrespect, but I feel like it's was it Fly Jones? What's the man, the karate dude that Martin that be over there trying to fight? What's that man name? Superfly Jones. Is that who? I cannot remember what his name was over there on Martin. The one that would say silence. Like, that's what I'm getting. And I'm not trying to talk about this man's mama like that at all. I'm just trying to recall who and what it reminds me of. You know what I'm saying? She might have a condition going on of some sort, you know, and yeah. And she wanted to twist up what she does have left of her hair. And I'm not going to hold that against her. Like, you know, use what you got. And that's what she has. But she does remind me of that that person from Martin. For sure, I will say that. Thank you so much. Okay, let's go ahead and let's move on. Let's get this off the screen here. Let us Dragonfly Jones. Thank y'all so much. Okay. Thank you. I thought it was Superfly, but it's giving every bit of dragon. Why am I thinking about dragon tails? Dragon tails. Y'all remember that? Dragon tails, dragon tails. Anywho, girl, that's what it's giving. Okay. Let's keep going. So the people over there in Louisiana, they have said that they is going to take it off. Now, I do have questions for the people here in Louisiana. As much as I appreciate this bill, okay, that you guys have decided to put forth, because I hate to hear about crimes against kids. I just can't take it. So what I'm talking about is the Louisiana lawmakers, right? So they're making the decision to surgically castrate people that violate kids, right? And I am thinking that I support this wholeheartedly. My question is, what happens with the women? Should they violate? You know what I'm saying? Like, should they do anything? Like, what's the process for them? Now, what they're saying here in the article is that they're one of the few states to already give power to the judges. Like, the judges can give power to order chemical castration. But they just passed a law to where they're going to impose surgical castration as a penalty. So I'm wondering the difference between the chemical versus the surgical. Is the chemical where they probably just go limp or something like that? Like, what happens? Or is it that, you know, they I don't know what chemical is, you know? And with surgical, do they just like remove it as a whole? That's what I'm wondering. What is that particular process? But I don't know if you guys heard about this story, but there was a young lady, and I do believe this happened in Louisiana, where her parents, well, her mom and her, I guess, stepdad or whoever this man was, violated her. And they shot her, they AR'd her, and I think they burned her. They left this baby for dead. Only for the girl to not die, from my understanding. So now the mom and the dad are facing jail time. And I'm just wondering, and I believe this happened in Louisiana. Some of y'all might recall what I'm talking about. But I'm just wondering what happens with that particular story. I'm going to see if I can find it for y'all. So y'all give me just a second. I wonder what's going to happen to that mom that contributed to the violation of her daughter. The audacity of you. Crazy, 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 crazy. Let me see if I could find that one. That's not it. And I had it saved earlier. Let me see. Okay, so some of you guys, I see y'all have heard about that. Hopefully I'm able to cut my camera back on in just a second, y'all. But let's see. Okay, I think this is it right here. Yeah, she was a teenage girl. Like, I could just be her mama's. Seriously. Y'all just got to be careful who y'all let around y'all kids, man. Like, I can't. I can't. Like, what the hell? So they're saying a Terrebonne Parish teen burned, hard, and shot. Mother and boyfriend have been arrested. The sheriff issues news release on Wednesday announcing that Terrence Washington and Latanya Harris were arrested. They literally sat up there and tried to unalive this baby and tortured her. Your own child. Like, how do you do that to your own child? The sheriff said on April 21st, their office was contacted by the Baytown, Texas Police Department regarding a crash that happened in the area. According to the sheriff, Baytown officers responded to a crash, and they said the driver identified as Washington, which was the guy, had a weapon and was taken into custody. That is when the sheriff said police found the 15-year-old who was badly burned and popped in the chest and in the face. Just crazy work. They're saying that the sheriff said the couple who were identified as the girl's mother and the mother's boyfriend had intentionally burned and popped the girl. Now, granted, the mom could be being abused as well and had no choice but to kind of like go along in a sense. But at the same time, I'm just like, how do you like not like, or like, I just can't. You just gotta be careful, man. You got to be careful. Who you let around your kids, into your life, into your mental, and all of that. Oh, she's going to remember this for the rest of her life. The teen was taken to a hospital to be treated for her injuries. Harris was also taken to a hospital of injuries she got in the crash. Were you high? They're saying when Washington was questioned, he admitted that he popped the teen and SA'd her over the course of several months. He had been essaying this girl over like, he need to be the first person to go ahead and be removed. Like, go ahead and take that up off him. Washington told police after they popped the girl, the family left for Texas. But it sounds like everything happened in Louisiana, but y'all now all of a sudden trying to leave and go to Texas? Seriously? I can't. They're saying a 10-year-old girl who was with the family was interviewed by deputies because she was next to be violated on his list. The sheriff said that the child told them during Mardi Gras that she woke up several times to her mother setting the teen on fire with a bottle of rubbing alcohol and a lighter. The child told detectives that the teen was popped on 2 different days and was left untreated while the family traveled to Texas. A search warrant was then executed on the family's home, where the detective said they found evidence that a weapon had been shot inside the home, blood, as well as smells of decomposing flesh. Ooh, child, this is just horrible. He talking about the gun just went off and he popped her in the face. The sheriff's office said Washington reported that Harris burned the teen after learning about the SA. So you learn about this man harming your daughter, and in result, you decided to burn your child instead of setting this nigga on fire? You deserve to be locked up for the rest of your days. I'm sorry. Not sorry. You deserve to be locked up for the rest of your motherfucking days. The audacity, girl. Shameful. They're saying that Harris treated the teen's burns at home and did not seek medical attention. Of course not. She was brought in for questioning but refused to speak to the detectives. Harris was arrested and faces charges of attempted second-degree murder. They're saying cruelty to a juvenile and domestic abuse, battery, child endangerment. Y'all need to add more on that list for what she exposed that other kid to. That's what y'all need to do. Talking about she's on a $1 million bond. An arrest warrant has been issued for him. And he remains in jail in Texas. So I guess they're saying that a warrant has been issued because they're probably going to extradite him back to Louisiana. That's what they're saying. Yes, they're saying he will be transported back to Louisiana. Face charges of 2 counts of attempted first and second-degree cruelty. To juvenile. They're saying obstruction of justice, molestation of a juvenile, 3 counts of indecent behavior with the juvenile, and 5 counts of second-degree RAPE. The 10-year-old was transported back to Louisiana with a family member. Baby, this is crazy. Let him be the first person on y'all list when y'all approve this bill. And don't ever let his trifling, disgusting R's out. Where do y'all, I don't want to know where y'all find these niggas. I don't want to know where y'all find these motherfuckers. I don't want to know. Disgusting. You failed your child. You failed yourself. And you failed the other baby that was with y'all too. That's what's going on, child. That has been what's going on. Hold on one second. That is crazy work. Crazy work, crazy work. Let me see if this camera is back working. We are going to see cut off again, y'all, but it's okay. We'll get through it. Let's see. Let's get this off the screen over here. Let's remove this stuff that you see here on the screen. And we are going to get into something else, okay? So let us do that real quickly. I want to get into Ebony K. Williams. Congratulations to her. A lot of people may not know who she is. She is an attorney. She's done a lot of shows on the Breakfast Club. She's heavily involved in like political things and stuff. She is also was a cast member for Real Housewives of New York. And she's welcoming a child. She also went viral not too long ago because she was speaking on women needing to marry the bus driver. I think that's what she said, or don't marry the bus driver, or something like that. But whatever it was, Miss Ma'am said, F the bus driver, F the billionaire, millionaire, whatever the hell it is y'all got going on. I could do bad all by myself, and so can I also raise my child, all right? So therefore, here we are. She is welcoming her first child. Her baby is due in August. Hopefully that baby will be a Leo. All right, but the baby is due in August. She's welcoming a baby girl. She said that she did do the in vitro, okay? The happy news comes 2 years after Williams revealed she was using her frozen eggs to pursue motherhood via sperm donation and in vitro fertilization. Now, listen, I don't know what type of sperm she chose, but I do feel like if she chose white sperm, they're going to be up there ready to drag my girl. They finna eat you up, Ebony. I'm going to let you do what you want to do because you get to choose what it is that you want, okay? Because the way the Brat and them had their baby and y'all drug the Brat and them the hell out for that for the baby they had come through, I think they said a lot of black men don't really give. So they already limited on what they can get, okay? But either way, congratulations to her. I ain't mad at her. Like, if that's what you want to do, it's your body, it's your life, you know? Okay, somebody said she got a court show now. Oh, that's what's up. I don't remember that. I'm not sure. Okay. Well, she got one. Okay. Shout out to her. Congratulations. Okay. But yeah, so I'm not mad at her. Congratulations to her. She is getting older. And I know if motherhood is something that she desires and that's what she wants, go do your thing. Maybe it was better that she did it this way by herself versus getting in a relationship with somebody. And then they probably decide they don't want the baby. Or maybe she got in a relationship with him, said she wanted to have a baby. They did it in vitro, and then she pulled a Sherry Shepherd and said, I don't want this motherfucking child no more. You can. You know, okay, so maybe it was best that she do all of this by herself versus partnering up with somebody. You feel what I'm saying? But hopefully she gets her partner that's going to, you know, accept her new bundle of joy. And she'll be able to have that happy life as she has desired it, if that includes to have a partner. Okay, but I'm happy for her. Go ahead. She looks great pregnant. She looks great. I want to say that with conviction and clarity, I was not the little girl that grew up fantasizing about having kids and what I would name them and all of that. She says that was not my dream or fantasy. I had no real expectation around it. I was really thinking I would never use them, whether I got married again or didn't. It was that pandemic and having some real existential conversations within my own self about legacy and life and love in a different way. Okay. I figured that would happen. I think a lot of people start out not really wanting kids, really wanting their career over kids and family, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I figured, you know, like most people do, they get to that certain age in their life and they want more. You know, they want that legacy and stuff. And so thank God to them, you know, there are different ways to get it, and you don't have to tie yourself to just being in this relationship with this person, you know, in order to have it. You know, some people, you know, everybody's situation is different. So congratulations to her. I have nothing else to say, but I'm excited for her. And that's beautiful. She looks so good. Go ahead, Ebony girl. Ebony said, F all of that, baby. I'm finna get my child. Yes, and she having a little girl. Girl, that baby finna be pink and green the hell down. You hear me? Her little legacy, literally her legacy. Do you hear me? Congratulations to Ebony K. Let's go ahead and move on because I want to get into some foolishness just a little bit. Let's talk about Miss Porsha Williams, okay? Let's talk about Porsha Williams because it looked like Miss Porsha done won in court, but she ain't winning outside of court, okay? They're saying the Real Housewives of Porsha Williams awarded temporary exclusive use of $7 million Georgia mansion amid Simon divorce. Now, according to the prenup, it did say that she was able to stay at their house until the house sold. That's what the prenup said. So she asked the judge to enforce that. So that's where we are. They're saying Real Housewives of Atlanta star Porsha Williams' estranged husband Simon Guobadia was ordered to temporarily vacate their Georgia mansion as part of their nasty divorce battle. According to court documents obtained by In Touch, the judge presiding over their divorce ordered Porsha will have immediate sole and exclusive use, control, and possession of the home they shared during their marriage located in Atlanta. The judge ruled that neither party shall enter the other's residence without prior written consent. Oh my. The court also added that should husband need to retrieve additional personal belongings from the marital residence, husband shall request same in writing through counsel no less than 24 hours in advance and shall be permitted to retrieve his personal property at a time and date agreeable to both parties. And he's also on the hook for the mortgage, the taxes, the homeowner insurance, utilities, ADT system, landscaping, and community homeowners association dues and assessments. Let me say something. Porsha Williams over there living free, as she probably was when they was married anyway. He the fool to put that in the prenup. But here's the thing, though. Porsha might get the house, and she can roam about it as she please. But the judge has not agreed to allowing Bravo to come into that man's home and film. Now, I don't know if your job going to be in jeopardy or what the hell. And I feel like he does have a right, in my opinion, to dictate whether or not they can come into the home, especially since, to me, he's the owner. He's paying all of the expenses, utilities. He's footing the bill for everything. Now, I have agreed by prenup to allow this hoe to stay in my house. But I have not agreed to let them motherfuckers all in my house. Now, if that's your job, let your job figure out how they finna film you and how they finna work around. But they not finna come to my house. No. So, I mean, that's what I think is going on, okay? So, they're saying Porsha filed for a divorce. We know when she filed for a divorce. I really was just trying to get to if the judge confirmed whether or not. I think I got to go to... I think I gotta go to, let me switch over. Let me see if Radar Online has it, because I think they had it where the judge was like, we're not making a decision on that. Child, that's crazy. Let's see. Okay, we'll use Reality T. Okay, is this it? I think this might be. I think they're still saying the same thing where they can't film. Okay, Porsha Williams still unable to film Real Housewives of Atlanta inside Simon Guobadia's mansion that he's forced to pay for. Okay, the cameras will not be rolling inside. And if her ex wants to enter the home, he better get permission. Period. Now, the court has decided to stay out of the filming drama for now, declaring the judge will not discuss the issue until the hearing over the prenuptial agreement is done, I guess, okay? The parties raised the issue with whether the terms of the prenuptial agreement permits or prohibits filming or recording in the marital residence, as this matter was not formally noticed for the hearing on the substantive issues surrounding the parties' prenuptial agreement. The court reserves those issues for later determination. So, yeah, she got access to the home. I feel like she's still winning because he's going to have to pay for everything. But he's definitely winning because he was already doing that anyway. But also, I still get what I want. You ain't finna use me as your storyline, so go figure it out. Baby, this is some messy stuff. I'll be glad when y'all divorce is over. I feel like Kenya and Mark didn't even give us this much damn stuff all in the media. Girl, y'all finna give us some every week until this is over. And Simon's so shady that once him and Porsha are finally divorced, he's still gonna be throwing shade against this woman. He's still gonna be talking his shit. Then he gonna go and find one of her friends that he could date and throw it up in her face. Same way he did with Miss Fallon. Girl, they say that karma is something else when it hit. I'm just telling y'all. So there's that, child. Either way, good luck. Okay, let's see. Let's get into something else. Let's talk about Billboard and their top 100. Oh, well, their top 10, not 100. Okay. So we got to talk about the top 10 hottest female rappers right now. Keep in mind, Billboard has compiled a list, okay? They said they've compiled its first ever hottest female rappers list based on quality of records, chart success, buzz within the culture, notable business endeavors, partnerships, and touring success. These are the things, this is what the list is based off of for them to come to us with it, okay? And it seems like it was a staff, it was a group of people that worked within the company that came together to help organize, where they think these people are on this top 10 list, okay? Thank you, SquareBiz, for the super chat. Since Porsha is still married to Simon, doesn't he get half of her income with Bravo? That's a good question. I'm not sure. Thank you for the super chat. I don't know if he gets half of her income. I don't know. That's a good question. We'll have to wait and see. Okay. But yes, the 10 hottest females. Y'all let me know who y'all top 3 are. That's what I'm going to ask the chat real quick. When it comes to the top 3 women in hip hop, who would you say your top 3 are? Okay? Let me know your thoughts. Now, from the list we have here, and I'm going to be looking for them replies, okay? Top 10 is giving Flo Milli, okay? Do I have an applause over here? Okay. Flo Milli, all right? We got JT. We got Lotto at number 8. We got Cardi B at number 7. We got Glorilla at number 6. We've got Ice Spice at number 5. We've got Doja Cat at number 4. We've got Megan Thee Stallion at number 3. We've got Sexy Red at number 2. And we have Miss Nicki Minaj at number 1. Okay? So let me know, you guys, in the chat, please, who would your top 3 be? I know we're talking about the top 10, but let me know if you approve of the top 3 list or if your list would look a little different. And if so, what would that list look like? Okay, I see somebody says Cardi, Nicki, and JT for the top 3. Okay, somebody says, I don't even know how Ice Spice made the list. Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, me. Oh, my. Somebody asked again, who made the list? So let's go back through it. We have Flo Milli at number 10. I believe JT was at number 9. We have Lotto at number 8. We have Cardi B at number 7. We have Glorilla at number 6. We have Ice Spice at 5. Doja at 4. Megan at 3. Sexy Red at 2. And Nicki Minaj at 1. Okay. Whew, y'all, it's funny. Somebody says Ice Spice is on this list. Okay. Why? That made me think of Lil Wayne when he said Gucci. Gucci who? Gucci, man? Shout out to my nigga Gucci. Gucci who? Let's see, Megan, Rhapsody, and Nicki. I don't think Rhapsody gets talked about enough. Ice Spice is a clown. Gotcha. Somebody says Ice Spice and Dirty Red are above Cardi. Sexy Red is not better than Megan. Megan, Cardi, and Doja Cat. All right. So let me tell y'all. First of all, let's go back. I like that Flo Milli is on this list. I do. I've liked Flo Milli for a minute now. She is from Alabama, and I just like to see how she grows. Like, Flo Milli really can spit, in my personal. I know she might make songs that may not be, like, as hard with the bars sometimes, because most of the songs have been, like, catchy. La, 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 la. Like, that's one of the songs she did, you know, come catching if you can, whatever. I think that's one of the songs that kind of, like, blew her up on TikTok back in the day. But anywho, she can spit. Her ciphers really show that she can, like, rap her ass off. And she can hang with the girls. You know what I'm saying? And I want her to lean more into that lane. I want her to get harder beats. I love that song she got with SZA and Cardi. And then the song by itself was just fire. You know what I'm saying? Just all on its own. Let me see if they got it listed here. Never Lose Me. Yes, Never Lose Me. That was the song. Then it ended up being remixed with SZA and Cardi B. Listen, she did her thing with that. But I love the sexy, you know what I'm saying? He touching me, Millie, yo, poochie. I love it. But I also want to hear harder bars from her because I know she got it. And I just want her to be able to show the people something different because when we get the freestyles, it be crazy. So I think she's dope as hell. JT. I don't know. I don't think I'm mad at it. Like, you know, JT being, you know, number 9. I don't know. Let's see what they base this on. I'm trying to skim it because I really don't feel like reading all of this. Okay, okay, so JT has dropped like 3 different songs. Okay, Sideways. I mean, I guess that's not so bad because, like, who else is out there? I think JT being on the top 9, I don't think that's bad. Is Doechii a rapper or is Doechii a singer? Because I feel like Doechii could have been on this list too. If I'm thinking about Doja Cat, and I feel like Doechii and Doja Cat aren't too far off with their musical range, I feel like Doechii could have been on this list as well. And maybe, you know, some people taking off and probably put Doechii over here. But anywho, I don't think I'm opposed to JT being number 9 and being above Flo Milli at number 10. I was just glad Flo Milli even made the list to be in the top 10, to be in the conversation. I think that's what's up. So shout out to Flo Milli and JT for being on this list. What else? I think that's it. I don't really got a whole lot. Oh, I was surprised to hear that City Cinderella is not going to be an album. JT has been talking about this, and a lot of what she does, she made hashtag City Cinderella. So I thought it was going to be an album, but it's actually going to be a mixtape. Okay. And I don't think that's really a bad idea because I'm thinking that what they're going to try to do is kind of test some sounds with the people to see what the folks are interested in. And that's going to set up how she moves about with her album. At least that's what I'm thinking. Okay. A lot of people are loving them some JT. They go up for JT, so I'm sure they were really glad to see her on this list, okay? Lotto being on this list, I don't think is bad either. Lotto being number 8 on the list is debatable, but I think Lotto got bars. Lotto has done good, you know, with her album drops and stuff. I think she's often a part of the conversation as well. What they say they basing it on? Partnerships. I'm not sure about her partnerships. Touring success. I don't think she's been on any tours. Notable business endeavors. I don't know about that. What is notable business endeavors? Buzz within she definitely has buzz within the culture. Chart success. Based on her history, I think she has that. You know, I know Big Energy stayed on the charts for almost a damn year, really. And quality of records. I think Lotto puts out some pretty good records. So when it comes to that basis, I think some of these girls have it, but I don't think they have all of it, like the notable business endeavors, the partnerships, the touring success, chart success. I think Flo Milli has chart success. I think the records she's put out so far have been of quality. She's beginning to be a buzz within the culture. Touring success. It's not her tour, but she is on tour, and that tour has been doing pretty good. So yeah, when it comes to JT, I think she's had chart success with at least okay. I'm not sure how the other songs performed. Quality of records, people seem to like it. What else? Notable business endeavors. I do know that she did a collaboration or something with Kiss. She did something, I don't know if it was nail polish or something. She did something with Kiss, and I guess that would be considered her partnership. So notable business endeavors and partnerships, okay? As far as touring success, I don't think she has that just yet, even though she's doing like, I don't want to say pop-ups, but walkthroughs or whatever. Like she'll go to the different clubs and stuff, but I wouldn't necessarily consider that actually touring right now. So that's why I'm not opposed to the number that she has. Lotto has done the festivals. Now, I don't think Lotto has toured, but y'all, let me know in the comments. I haven't seen her do like endeavors or partnerships or anything. She does have buzz within the culture, chart success. I think her records are good. So I understand her being on this list. I don't understand her being number 8. Let's see. Cardi B. All right. Cardi has not dropped an album, which I'm sure is why they rated Cardi as number 7, because they haven't dropped the album. And I think that they may have dropped her at number 7 to get a reaction, in my personal opinion, and to let her know, like, girl, in order for you to be higher up on our list, you need to drop an album. But in my opinion, for her to not even have dropped an album, I think the quality of records are there. Okay? Over the past few years when she has dropped music, the quality is there. Chart success, she has that. Buzz within the culture, y'all can't seem to keep her out y'all mouth. Notable business endeavors and partnerships, we've seen that all the time with Cardi. Okay? Just the business endeavors of hitting different red carpets and wearing different fashions and all of that stuff, and her also having her own whip shots and other partnerships that she's had that we've seen. Touring success, she has not had that yet. Okay? Can Cardi have a successful tour? 1,000%. 1,000%. Cardi could technically tour off of her old album. I don't know why she ain't even hit that yet. I would have been toured off my old album. Just off of seeing her performance, if she brings to her concerts what she brought to that TikTok performance, she killed that shit. Like that, Cardi was actually up there dancing. She wasn't just pacing the stage, walking the stage like some of these rappers do. Like she was up there like fucking performing, okay? And the mic was on and she looked good doing it. And all those people was out there. I'm like, bitch, ain't no way. Like you definitely will be selling out shows. Like, just do it. Like, just go. I don't know what's holding you back or what the issue is, but go do that. I mean, she's done festivals and things. So, I'll give her that. She has done festivals. Like, who else? I think Lotto has done festivals. But as far as like touring, like how Flo Milli is attached to somebody else's tour, I don't think Cardi has done that. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that Cardi has, even with one album, been able to maintain relevancy within rap, as long as she has, there's absolutely no way that lady should have been at number 7. But I know that you guys are holding a lot of weight over her head because she has yet to release that second album, which is the reason why y'all dropped her much lower on the list. So I would disagree with that, and I would also disagree with Lotto being at number 8 in my personal. Let's see. Let's keep going. Who else do we have here? Glorilla. Let's see. Glow's latest album, or what's that? I don't know if it was an album or a mixtape, but her latest project that she's dropped, people have been going crazy over it. I haven't listened to it yet. I've heard a few songs from it, but I haven't listened to the whole album, and the songs actually ain't bad. I was like, oh, damn. I didn't even know. Like, this Glow? Like, oh, shit. Like, okay. Like, she got a pretty good project. And honestly, I was one of them people that was thinking Glow was finna phase the hell out. Like, I'm like, girl, what else can you give us? Like, but she's coming with it. Do I think Glow should be at number 6? Absolutely not. Not above Cardi B, especially when you're listing the reasons as to how you compiled your list. touring success. She's having the success with Megan Thee Stallion. Yes, I'll give her that. Chart success, I think she's doing good with that. Buzz within the culture, I think she has some buzz within the culture. Notable business endeavors and partnerships, I haven't seen any of that. I think when it comes to chart success, I think you would have to have quality of records as well. So I think that she has that. But for her to be higher on this list, before Cardi, no, but y'all was being shady when y'all created this list. And let me tell you, I'm not really mad at Billboard because I feel like they created this list for it to be controversial and for it to bring back hits and clicks to their website, in my personal. So I think a lot of who they placed on this list and how they placed them on this list was intentional to get conversation started, in my personal. But yeah, there's absolutely no way Glorilla should be before Cardi. Ice Spice, no ma'am. I don't think Ice Spice should even be up here ahead of Lotto. And what her album is about to drop at the end of the month. So I think she has had some chart successes for us, like Taylor Swift. I think the song with Nicki Minaj. I'm not familiar with any of her business endeavors or partnerships. I don't think she's been on a tour. Y'all correct me. Quality of records. I feel like her quality of records are debatable, but you know, if she's had chart success, some people may like it. So obviously the quality of records are good. She's just not my stilo. I honestly prefer a Bia over Ice Spice. Should Bia be on this list? I can't say that she should, but if you line them up accordingly, they probably got about the same similar accomplishments. Honestly, the difference is that Bia's been in the game longer than Ice Spice, and Ice Spice has even achieved more stuff than Bia in a shorter amount of time. But if I had to choose who I'm gonna press play on, I'm gonna press play on Bia before I press play on Ice Spice. But that's just me. Doja Cat. I'm not really opposed to Doja Cat being number 4. I think this was right. I think Doja, I think she's good. I think all of the things that they've listed definitely apply to her. She definitely, in my opinion, got that touring success for sure, you know. So Doja got it. I think that's good. I think Megan being in top 3, I see nothing wrong with that. I think she got the right position. She has some good partnerships as well. I think she partnered with Nike and stuff. She's had chart success. She's doing amazing on her tour. So when I see Megan sell out, you know, before she even dropped her album, we're seeing that Megan is having success on her tour. So to see that, I know for a fact Cardi will have success on her tour. Like, that's not even without question. It's just a matter of you pressing go and just doing the shit. But yeah, I think this is a good number for Megan. I think everything that they listed in their criteria, it fits her. When it comes to Sexy Red, I have not seen any business endeavors Sexy has done. I don't even think I've seen her be on tour, but y'all let me know because I don't really follow her career for real. There are people that take a liking to her music, so I do believe she's had some chart success. Therefore, I guess the quality is good. Not necessarily for me, but for a ton of people, it is. Should she be number 2 on the list in my personal? Absolutely not. Absolutely the fuck not in my personal. I can't. I don't see that. I don't see that. Sexy Red, number 2. Nah. I don't see that at all. I feel like Sexy Red got number 2 primarily because of her connection with Drake and how Drake pretty much co-signs her when he probably owns a percentage of her, to be honest. But he co-signs the hell out of her. So I feel like that's probably why she got a portion of number 2. She definitely got the buzz. She has chart success. She has quality of records. Touring success, I don't know. Y'all let me know. But at the same time, I don't think that she should be number 2 before Cardi B, in my personal. I feel like that's crazy. I think the top 3 would have to be Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, and Megan Thee Stallion. So to put her up here, you out your fuck ass mind. Nicki Minaj was listed as number 1. I'm not surprised by this number at all. A lot of people love and support Nicki. I think everything they listed in the criteria Nicki has. She's hit everything. In addition, Nicki just dropped her album. Her album did well according to her standards or whatever. I think it did good. And her tour is doing just as well. A lot of people don't get that, in all honesty, after being out as long as Nicki Minaj has been out, and she's been able to go and continue to sell out arenas and stuff. So I think that's a good place to be in. And you know, her barbers gonna uphold her, period, whether they like the music, whether they don't like the music. They just like her because they bought into the personality as much as they bought into the music. So she's gonna always be successful as long as she has them. So I think they gave number one to the right person, in my personal. But to put Cardi as low on that list, wowzers. Y'all out y'all fuck ass mind. And the reason why I think Nicki should have number one is primarily because she's having success still in her career at this point. You know what I'm saying? And as much as people may not like her or may not like ways about her, I feel like she's still relevant and a part of the conversation till this day. So I do feel like I have no issues or no gripes or nothing about her being number one, nor do I have issues about Megan being number 3. But for you niggas to put Cardi at number 7 is out your fuck ass mind. Now, if y'all probably would have slid Doja into number 2, possibly, I probably wouldn't even trip about that. And if y'all put Cardi at 4, maybe. You know, but to put Sexy Red above them, honestly, in my personal, I feel like most of who Sexy Red appeals to is the younger audience, in my personal. I feel like y'all, you know, I think she appeals to more younger folks than she do to older people. But some of the folks like her. You know what I'm saying? They like what she got going on, so they gonna rock out with it. But I just don't see how y'all did that. Let me see if she got any deals though. Like, what else who has she partnered with? Let's see if it makes sense. Imagine being able to make bangers and go viral so easily. So much so that people start to think there must be some kind of conspiracy afoot. They make up excuses for your success because you're too charming, your beats are knocking, and the streets love you. When Sexy Red's Pound Town live performance first went viral, people thought she was a flash in the pan. They called her ghetto and said she was a bad influence, as if all the ills of the world fell on her shoulders. Her detractors don't notice her humor and attention to detail, the way her music often calls back to Waka Flocka Flame and a Gucci Man. And her outlandish moves benefited her on the charts. She's carved out Hot 100 hits like Get It, Sexy, and Ski Yee. She's also a social media savvy and viral live. Like, this ain't telling us shit, baby. Angel Diaz, you ain't talking about a fuck ass thing, okay? Girl, you roll all of that and you still ain't saying a fuck ass. You ain't saying shit. I'm sorry, baby. You said all of that, honey, and you ain't saying a goddamn thing as to why, based on the list y'all compiled for this girl, or for the list in total, everything y'all compiled, you did not hit on none of them fucking points in this piece. So again, how did she get number 2? You're not making sense. And the fact that y'all listed Cardi as number 7 is because you're mad. You're mad that Cardi has not given y'all the album. I'm not going to say y'all shouldn't be mad because I think she has some fans that are like upset and still want the album too. But y'all started this bitch off with talking about the sophomore album, which is the real reason y'all rated her as low, as though this lady ain't been giving y'all hits for the past few years, whether it's an album or not. You know what I'm saying? Y'all shady as hell. Girl, y'all say, are y'all mad that she called out Bia? Y'all mad she called out Bia and then y'all decided to release this little piece? Girl, y'all wrong for that. But yeah, y'all out y'all fuck ass mind, Angel Diaz, baby. And I feel like you didn't come up with the list solely, but they had you write up the piece on her. And you should have had the person in the room that was speaking the loudest advocate for her to be number 2. That motherfucker should have wrote the piece on Sexy. Because it seems like to me you didn't have all of the details. Either that or you had all the details and the details just is not enough for you to justify why she's at number 2. But again, these are merely y'all's opinions. That's all that it is, people. It's their opinions. And they can have theirs because I'm damn sure going to have mine, okay? Top 3 is heavy on the Nicki, Cardi, and Megan. Like it, like them, like them not. That's what the hell it is, okay? So it's the giving that, girl. I'm good. All right. Is there anything else I want to chat about before I go? Real quick, like, I do want to talk about Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. I don't know if y'all have been seeing what's been going on with the WNBA, but I have been kind of like seeing some stuff on Twitter or whatnot. And I saw that Caitlin Clark recently got fouled like a motherfucker. And it seems like a lot of the media outlets have been trying to play it out like it's some type of racial situation or whatever. Whereas Angel Reese, when she got fouled the fuck out, y'all ain't making no big deal at all. I feel like whatever's happening with Caitlin Clark is just typically what happens in the WNBA. And I feel like a lot of y'all, not y'all, but them, I feel like a lot of people have hyped her up. I feel like a lot of people, as y'all do in multiple sports, right? I feel like these college stars get ready to enter the real world, the professional world. Y'all hype them up. And then sometimes when they get there, they don't perform as you think they should, you know? And so y'all trying to call out other folks for her lack thereof or whatnot. And I don't really like that. I'm like, call it out on all sides. You know what I'm saying? Because it seems like when I see a lot of headlines, y'all be trying to make it seem like Caitlin is more of a victim or whatever than Miss Angel is or something. Like, I mean, y'all just be on some other stuff. But it was comical to see. Y'all felt the way about her being fouled, but then when people started resurfacing how she literally walked up to another basketball player in college and pushed this girl down on a damn live, y'all didn't say nothing. Where was y'all think pieces then? Y'all ain't have nothing to say. And I saw a little interview that Angel Reese did, is this it? Are they going to play it? I'm not sure. But basically in this interview, she was saying people are pulling up to games. We've got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas just because of one single game. All right. She says, I know that I'm probably going to be the bad guy, and that's fine. I'll take the bad guy role. She says, but I know I'll go down in history. She says, I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we're watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. Y'all are trying so hard to make it seem like people are coming to shows and pulling up because of fucking Caitlin Clark, and they ain't. Okay? She says it's because of me too, and I want you to realize that. Like, it's just not because of one person. A lot of us have done so much for this game. 1,000% true. And she ain't never lied, and I'm glad that she's starting to speak out about that. Period. It's not all because of goddamn Caitlin. Everybody ain't trying to pull up to see her. Okay? But I do feel like women's basketball has been the hottest that it has ever been. Since Angel Reese and Caitlin have entered the WNBA. So you got to know that it's not just because of Caitlin, but it's also because of Angel Reese. But it's okay because Angel gonna get her things. Because I feel like y'all tried that bullshit with Sha'Carri, the girl that was running the Olympics, and tried to comfort her and say a lot of stuff or whatever. And now guess what's happening? That girl still winning in your face today. Okay. So I think Angel Reese will get her things. I think that her time is going to come as well. And that's just what it is. Okay, that's just what it is. Y'all can prop her up like she's a saint all y'all fucking want to. But it's not just because of her alone. And what be killing me softly is seeing these men. But you know, honestly, I was going to say some of these black men, but I can't even say, I mean, like, that's really expected of some of you at this point. You know what I'm saying? The way y'all go up and justify everything because y'all want her to be this cookie cutter ass person, and she's fucking not. Okay? It is what it is. And that's just that. All right? That's all that I have at this time. Okay? I just wanted to come and chit chat with you guys for a very long periodically time. Okay? Make sure you're liking up the video. You are indeed subscribing to the channel. And all of that. I am Jami, that's me. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Coming, I swing like soldier rats. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more to survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden, they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but you run no corner.